Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Mike again, and here I am, this time with my April favourites video. I haven't recorded a favourites video since November, and I wanted to do them every month. And I've written down what my favourites are for each month, but I didn't ever get round to actually recording them. So, hey ho, it is what it is. Let's see how we do moving forward. Let's just start with the April favourites. I will link my November favourites below, just in case you're interested, but let's do these ones. I actually made notes this time. Are you impressed? Because I'm never normally this prepared. Okay, so my favourite book for April that I read was a tricky one, but I ended up going with Doctor Who. This is by Stephen Moffat. It's The Day of the Doctor, the novelisation of the 50th anniversary special. I've spoken about it at length in my wrap-up for the month, so I'll link that below too. But just, ooh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me, that's so bad. But my experience of reading this book this month was a lovely experience. I thoroughly enjoyed just reading it. Oh, I really enjoyed reading it. Yeah, okay, that's my favourite because I enjoyed reading it. I liked the format. I like that when you read a book that is a film or a TV show, it's a funny thing, but you kind of think, well, what else am I going to learn, and what sort of different spin is the author going to put on it? But I found that this did give me more than the 50th special did by itself, and I loved that. So I'll link below what I thought about it, but this was my favourite for this month. So if you're a Doctor Who fan, this is a definite tryer. Now, my favourite film for the month, and my film is normally one that I went to the cinema to see. So this is a toss-up between two. The first one is Love, Simon, because I thoroughly enjoyed my experience of that film. I just felt warm from the second it started, warm inside. Just from the moment it began, I just identified with it, and I just loved it. And then a couple of nights ago, I went to see the Avengers Infinity War, which was fab. I just thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm not going to talk about it too much here because some of you might not have seen it yet, and hard to talk about it without there being spoilers. So, if I had to decide between the two, I just decided I'm not going to decide between the two. They are so different in tone and what they are. They're different genres. I'm going to choose them both. Oh my days. Naughty, but allow. This is my channel. I'm choosing two favourite films of the month. Yay. Okay, my favourite music of the month was a really easy choice. This is, ooh, it's massive and shiny. Kylie Minogue's latest album, Golden. This is the vinyl, which is huge. Look how big it looks on screen. She's gone country. It's fab. It's so good. I think for all you people who were a bit dubious about it, you should try it. And I know that it's divided people's opinions on the internet, because what doesn't divide people's opinions on the internet? But the Kylie fans really want her to just do pop, I think. They just want pop. But actually, I think that if she just does pop, might she get a little bit stale? Might she? Might she have got a tiny bit stale on the pop front? I don't know. A tiny bit, because I love Kylie. I'm not knocking her. I love all her stuff. All of it. Christmas stuff. Abbey Road stuff. All of it. But this album for me is actually one of my favourite albums that she's done. It's fab. It's got some banging tunes on there. Dancing, Stop Me From Falling, Golden, A Lifetime to Repair, Sincerely Yours, One Last Kiss. Okay, the first 6 tracks, I'm like, yeah, I love them all. Oh, I think I might actually love them all. The only one I don't love is the one with Jack Savaretti. I think that when she does duets, it can go either way. I didn't love the one with Enrique Iglesias on the last, like, I was going to say proper album, you know what I mean? Kiss Me Once. I didn't love that either. But I love the Danny Minogue one. So, you know, swings and roundabouts, but this is my favourite for this month, 100%. My favourite candle is this bad boy that I got from the range in the shape of a cactus. It's glass and it's cool cucumber, and it just smells, like a spa day. Oh, it just smells lovely. It smells clean, and it smells like you want your bathroom to smell like. Do you know what I'm saying? It's from the range. It was $3.99, bargain. My favourite treats for this month, I haven't got it to hand, but I'm going to go with, I think of drinks as treats too, and my favourite treat this month is Twinings Peppermint Tea. I had one in Costa, and I paid £2.10 for it. We're never doing that again, but it was so delicious that I went and bought myself some Twinings Peppermint Tea, and I haven't looked back. I'm having at least one a day now since I bought that box, and it's delicious. It's a really, I've tried a lot of peppermint green teas. This is one of my favourites. Yay! My favourite Funko Pop has got to be a surprise because I didn't think I'd love it this much. It is my Dark Willow from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I don't know if you can see that, if it's in focus, or if... Am I in focus? Who knows? This is Dark Willow from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I just love the detail of her. She's got these awesome veins, she's gone evil, and she's got a really powerful stance, and I'm just surprised by how much I love her, and so yay, she's my favourite this month. My favourite TV show from this month is a bit of a toss-up as well, I'm afraid. The first one I was going to say, I'm going to mention here, definitely Lost in Space on Netflix. Such a great watch. And I don't know whether it helped because I was in a really happy to be in space mood, and it just ticked so many boxes for me. It's a very good program, the effects are really good, and the cast is really good, and the story's actually really good, and we binged it across a week and loved it to bits, so that's definitely been mentioned. The other thing is, there's the last 2 weeks, Westworld has returned, and I think I underestimated how much I loved Westworld the first season, because so far the second season has been awesome. So that is up there, but in terms of whole seasons that I've binged, it's Lost in Space. If you're not watching Westworld though, please do. Cannot big that up enough. Such intelligent telly. Then, my favourite purchase this month is probably, despite all of this, probably my ADIDAS t-shirt that I got from ASOS. It's black, the classic ADIDAS t-shirt with the white detail around the crew neck and around the sleeves and the stripes. And I've just worn it quite a lot, and I really, really like it. And it's really, really comfortable, and that's my favourite purchase this month, definitely. And my favourite experience this month, which is a new one. I haven't talked about that in my other one, so we're seeing how this format goes, guys, this whole favourites thing. My favourite experience this month was definitely my auntie's wedding last weekend. It was a delight. I just really enjoyed myself, and I was the photographer, and at first I felt a bit like, oh gosh, I feel a bit under pressure, but I sunk into it as I got through taking the photos of the day, and I just did very much enjoy myself. And normally I take lots of photos anyway, but because I was supposed to be taking lots of photos, I sort of took more photos and just enjoyed the experience, and people weren't like, oh, he wants another photo. It was like, oh, it's a photo, yay. The other experience I really enjoyed this month, I have to say, was vlogging. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I have, but I've watched my vlogs back a couple of times since posting them. There are 3 online already. There is a 4th to come for April. I will link them down below. The 4th one to come is the one for the wedding, so that's quite cool. And I just think that actually, when you have an event like that going on in your life, and you have things happening, birthday parties and such, vlogging is actually a really nice thing to remember them, because it's kind of like home movies. It's kind of the new way to do home movies, but in a cool way. And I enjoyed the experience of vlogging, and I enjoyed a lot more than when I did Vlogmas. I felt under pressure in Vlogmas, but doing it like per week was quite nice, so I'm gonna play with that format moving forward and see if like I continue. But I enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did or didn't, please comment below. And there is a part of my favourites where I talk about what I'm looking forward to next month, and I'm not gonna do that anymore because I've decided that first of all, my memory is a bit like a sieve. I don't know what's coming up. I've got no idea. But one thing I do know I am looking forward to in May is Sarah Driver's new book, The Huntress Storm, is released at the very end of May the 31st, and I thoroughly enjoyed reading Sea and Sky last year. So I am terribly excited to read the final part of that trilogy. It's coming out May 31st. I've already pre-ordered it, so it will be here on the 31st. So I can't wait to share that with you when it does. Stunning cover. I've seen that already, so yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. So those are my favourites. I hope everyone's had a really nice April, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video. And if you'd like me to do more of this kind, let me know. If you'd like me to knock it on the head, I will. Because if you follow this vlog and you've seen a lot of this stuff already, so maybe this is a bit repetitive, but those are my favourites. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you all soon. Okay, bye! And let's not pretend that my meat t-shirt wasn't the star of the show today. It really is a bit of a scene stealer, isn't it? Oh well, competing with your own t-shirt, it can't be that bad.